Welcome to the Smith of Chicago, Illinois, nonprofit home video and artworks creations. In this particular video, we will be looking at the ancient Iranian cuneiform tablets in which the Smith of Chicago, Illinois, nonprofit home video and artworks creations has filtered the surface area to reveal ancient Aramaic and Islamic inscriptions along with ancient cuneiform wedge-like inscriptions, where we see arrows with straight lines with a triangle at the top and sideways. This is the ancient alien language of Babylon, as well as the Islamic Aramaic Dead Sea Scrolls language. Now we see the African pharaoh face too upon the Iranian filtered ancient cuneiform tablets, and we see as Sphinx face, but the light-skinned woman with black hair is seen upon the ancient Iranian tablets with a child. Now, the amazing thing about this child is that this child is born by this woman for image, and this child appears to be connected to the six-fingered 1947 Roswell alien, because this child has no hair on any part of his body. So this means that their mother and child for image, as filtered upon the ancient Iranian cuneiform tablet stone area, is giving birth to the 1947 six-finger fallen Roswell alien. This alien also has no hair on his body. It's naked and it looks white. Now, when we connect the mother and child for image upon the ancient Iranian cuneiform tablets as giving birth to Revelation 9:11 Greek six-fingered fallen Roswell alien that is referred to as Apollyon, the angel of the bottomless pit. So that's another Greek character, Apollyon. So when we talk about the black woman birth to a creature walking on all fours, as seen upon the ancient Iranian cuneiform tablet surface area, we see a creature on all fours crawling from what appears to be the area of a black woman's womb. So the black woman is sitting down on the ground, reaching up to the extraterrestrial face of Yeshua and Allah. Now Allah and Yeshua appears upon the ancient Iranian cuneiform tablet surface area, where the black woman birthed to a creature walking on all fours is reaching up to. Now what's amazing about this mother and child for image upon the Iranian cuneiform tablet out of surface area as filtered by the Smith of Chicago, Illinois, nonprofit home video and artworks creations. Is that the woman appears to be a light-skinned woman with black hair. Okay, so this means that this woman with black hair, actual facial features could resemble the 1976 Orange Moon mission, the secret mission to the moon in which the National Space Administration sent a space shuttle to the moon and discovered a ancient female astronaut mummified body. Now this mummified body upon the moon looked like a yellow-skinned woman with black hair. But if you compare the mother and child for image as seen upon the ancient Iranian cuneiform tablets to the 1976 National Space Administration secret Orange Moon mission, we might find that we have stumbled upon an archaeological and theological mystery that has been uncovered by the ancient Iranian cuneiform tablets, outer surface area. Now the African Pharaoh 2 image is amazing because it's an African Pharaoh wearing a royal crown. Now this royal crown in which this Pharaoh 2 face is wearing appears almost like the ancient mountain range in Afghanistan, stealth pyramid ruins, where we see at the top of the stealth pyramid ruins wedged like stone columns. Or in other words, they look like knocked over pyramids. And up on the side of this knocked over pyramid, where the 90-degree face of the pyramid is lying flat on the ground. Okay, and the back end of the pyramid is the square, is raising up off the ground. This seems to be the royal crown in which this African Pharaoh face 2 upon the ancient Iranian cuneiform tablet is wearing. Also, now where the mother and child 4 face appears to be nurturing alien hybrid. Now we see that her face was generated from the Islamic Aramaic name of Allah. So when you see the red name, Islamic Aramaic name of Allah, and then this woman's face appears in it. Okay, now the child appears as the bottom red Islamic Aramaic inscriptions, and then the mother's face appears in the Islamic Aramaic name of Allah, her face. Now the creature walking on all fours is seen to the left of this naked child that resembles 1947 six-finger Greek fallen Roswell alien, which also appears naked, bald head, no hair on his body, no sex organs. Also, I must point that out. This Roswell alien. So this woman on the mother and child 4 image seemed to be nurturing a Roswell alien, where the gray aliens was protecting the normal-headed humans and the African pharaohs in their spaceships in the skies over Egypt and Syria and Jerusalem and Palestine. We also see the E Sphinx face. Now the E Sphinx face is almost half of the E tablet. So I've got several tablets from, now remember the original image of these tablets was shown on the internet by Press TV. As Press TV showed these tablets, I filtered the E tablet, I named it A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So the E tablet reveals the Sphinx face, the mother and child 4, and the black woman birth to creature walking on all fours. So this creature walking on all fours is crawling, literally crawling out of a black shadow image of a woman's womb. So here's this woman giving birth to a creature on all fours. This creature on all fours appears to have the moon in back of it. Its back. It's crawling on all fours out of the black woman's open leg area. So this creature that was birthed by a shadow black image of a woman, reaching up to Allah and Yeshua. Now remember, Allah is Yeshua in the 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible. So this is why we see the Islamic Aramaic inscriptions of Allah name and the face of this woman that gave birth, the mother and child face of this light-skinned woman that has black hair. It seems that she gave birth to the six-finger Greek Roswell alien in Roswell, New Mexico, in South America. A Greek-looking white naked alien crashed this UFO, and he had 5 fingers and 1 thumb on each hand. So now when we go back to this 1976 secret orange moon mission in which the National Space Administration sent secret space shuttles to the moon, where they discovered a mummified light-skinned woman with black hair. Okay, now when we talk about a woman with skin on her face that appears to be light-skinned and black hair, She has black hair. Now, this woman hair could be just picture a black woman with light skin and a long black hair. Okay, so it kind of looked like an afro, a light skinned woman with a black afro. Okay, but the afro is long, so it's falling over her shoulders. That's the image of the mother and child, and she seems to be kissing this baby, a naked baby. Okay, but this naked baby turns out to be the six-finger Roswell alien, or the Revelation 9:11 Greek fallen angel of the bottomless pit. Okay, in other words, both of these characters, the Roswell alien has 5 fingers and 1 thumb on each hand, so it falls into line with the 666. Now the number of a man is the number of the beast that challenges the gray and brown aliens with 3 fingers and 1 thumb who guards over our entire solar system. And also the elongated head of the Old Testament extraterrestrial Elohim that landed upon Mount Sinai in a glowing circle of wood within the world like UFO that had the crystal dome, where prophet Ezekiel saw alien Yeshua sitting. So as we uncover the ancient Iranian cuneiform tablets and compare their mother and child foreimage and Greek 6-finger Roswell alien birth by a light-skinned woman with black hair. Okay. Then we look at the Pharaoh 2 image to the left of this mother and child image. It's a black man wearing a royal Egyptian headdress. That's like if you flip a pyramid upside down and cut the tip of the pyramid off, okay, then place it on a black man's head. So this is the royal headdress in which this black man is wearing, and it resembles this African Pharaoh 2 face on that Laurel Smith of Chicago, Illinois, filtered upon the outer surface of the ancient Iranian stone cuneiform tablets. So it seems that this cuneiform tablet, as old and ancient as it appears, it's about 6 cuneiform tablets discovered in Iran. Now remember, these tablets also have wedges, like straight lines pointing up, and they have arrows at the top, and then a straight line going sideways, and there's an arrow, a triangle at the side of the straight line. These are called cuneiform wedges. Now some cuneiform wedges look like arrows with triangles at the top, and some look like inverted pyramids. Okay, so we say the inverted pyramid shaped UFO. This is where we connect the ancient Afghanistan mountain area temple ruins to the Iranian ancient cuneiform tablets, where we see the Pharaoh 2 face royal headdress is resembling the stone wedge like columns at the top of the ancient Afghanistan temple ruins, stealth pyramid temple ruins. Now that means that the African Adam face on Mars is discovered in the 41.2 degrees north stone face of Sidonia, as seen in the 1976 Viking frame 35A72. It is seen as the book of Genesis 2:7 normal-headed African Adam. And this normal-headed African Adam appears on Mars as a white mountain-sized shrimp. A mountain looking like a white shrimp seen from satellite imagery on a 4th planet, on a red planet, Mars. This white mountain-sized white shrimp-like face on Mars, 41.2 degrees north in Sidonia, appears within the red ball-shaped Earth ovum data of the Martian planet, because the planet is a ball, a red ball, Mars, and this white shrimp-like face on Mars appears next to 5 African pyramids. So when we connect the squares of these 5 African pyramids together to one another, the side and base lines, the resulting image is a rectangular king's chamber. So it decodes the North African pyramids in Egypt back here on Earth to the first African, to the normal-headed African Adam that represents the face on Mars, as a white mountain-sized shrimp-like fetus within the red ball spherical geometry of the red planet. So back here on Earth, all men that's born from a woman's womb every woman born through the vagina of every man born through the vagina of a woman back here on Earth, before they walk up on the ball-shaped Earth land surface, they live 9 months in the ball-shaped female Earth ovum. So when we look at the face on Mars appearing within the red ball shape of the Martian planet, and then it was discovered as a mountain-sized white shrimp-like image. Okay, so when we come back here to Earth, we see that all men born through the woman vagina must live 9 months as hydrogen, rotating magnetic hydrogen light within the ball-shaped female Earth ovum. So that means when we discover after cellular mitosis in Biology 101, we see the Arctic Circle hydrogen light, a circle hydrogen light at the north and south pole area of the ball-shaped Earth. So when we look at the ball-shaped female Earth ovum, we see the same thing in the epithelial cells that make up the brown ball-shaped female Earth ovum. So we can equate that the magnetic field flowing through the ball-shaped Earth, carrying 1 John 1:1, 15 billion-year-old sun throne, original holy hydrogen light creation that became flesh. We're talking about the birth of the Holy Child. Okay, so the light of the human soul, as seen in Microbiology 101 in its ionized, circular, glowing hydrogen-like plasma form, is seen glowing around the chemical circular area of the human cell. So when we talk about the virgin birth of the Son, Throne of God, biblical light that exists before the world, we're talking about the black woman giving birth to the holy hydrogen light creation shining 93 million miles away across the black outer rings of space. This is referred to in ancient Egypt as Malachi 4:2, winged sun, is a sun with wings. So when we talk about the stone face on Mars representing the book of Genesis 2:7, normal-headed African Adam. Then, before the normal-headed African Adam was created on Mars, or in the Garden of Eden, according to the 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible data, we see before the normal-headed humans was created in Genesis 2:7, the normal-headed Adam and Eve, we had the Genesis 1:26, the elongated-headed African Adamic race. And this is where we see the elongated-headed African pharaohs as the first humans on Earth. Okay, now this is why when we look at the ancient Iranian cuneiform tablets, we see elongated-headed face of Allah as Yeshua. Now the +3 face is the elongated-headed African face of Allah, and it has the Islamic Aramaic name of Allah on this stone wedge up on the top of the ancient Afghanistan step pyramid ruins in the Middle East. So the pyramids in Egypt, they got square base and they have 4 triangular sides. Now if you place a pyramid on the table and knock it over, the triangular side of the pyramid is falling flat on the table, and the square part of the pyramid is now raising up off the table, you know. So when we talk about the knocked over pyramid on the table, representing the ancient Babylonian cuneiform mathematical system of counting. Okay, so we're talking about a triangular piece of stone, and this is what is referred to in the ancient cuneiform language as a wedge, or just carve a piece of wood into a pyramid. Okay, so that's what I mean by wedges, triangular shaped stones. So when we talk about the first language of the black man, the normal-headed black man in Babylon was wedge cuneiform shaped stones, and it appeared in a square.